Let's take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. Video number 2. Okay, after I saw this, I start following it, African and Black history. Once I saw this tweet, I followed them, okay, on my phone. The Tignan law of the 18th century were laws that banned black women from exposing their natural hair in public. Their hairdos was obscuring the status of the white woman, and this threatened the social stability. The law will control color women, quote, who dress too elegantly. Imagine that. So their hair, even for their hair, was a threat to them. My goodness. Despite this aim for which it was created, the Tignan law will ironically have a somewhat different effect. Instead of being considered a badge of dishonor, the Tignan became a fashion statement. Interesting. That's turning lemon into lemonade. My goodness. Okay, the things they have done to police black bodies. They began calling them inferior, ugly, etc. Yet they were always scared of their power, beauty, gene, all the said and unsaid. Damn, that's true. And now they are paying to have what they once hated. Lips, that's true. Lips, breasts, and derriere. Even dreadlocks and braids. That's true. That's true. This is why it's just hair. It's so disrespectful. Black hair is like a form of ID for us. We identify and distinguish ourselves with our hair. That's true. Okay, say a lot about your culture when you have that much invested in something that means so little. Now, do sneakers, saggy pants, and tattoos on faces. Whatever. Alright. The saggy pants, from my understanding, I could be 100% wrong. Saggy pants, now that it become a fashion statement, from my understanding, I think it came about from poor black families who could not afford, belt, okay, to put on the kids' clothes, because clothes were hand down. Okay, so the older kids, when their clothes cannot fit them anymore, they pass it on to the younger sibling, and then the younger sibling, the clothes was too big for them, so they couldn't afford, their parents couldn't afford a belt or something like that, so they have that saggy pants. Okay, so that's my understanding of this. All right, let's see, there's 2 responses here. Alright, tattoo is actually ancient civil tradition dating back to Egyptian time. Yeah, I've heard that, and the Samoan also is part of that tradition. Okay, I don't know much about it, but from the whack. Okay. Okay, sometimes you could learn from entertainers too. Okay, the whack, and I've seen other what is it that what's her name? Oh my God. Jason Samoa, whatever, who married that Cosby kid show, the actress. So the husband who played Aquaman, him. Okay, all right. So he's Samoan also. So the tattoo is a form of art that depict whatever it is. I don't want to say something wrong, but I know it's a civil tradition. Okay, tattoo is actually ancient civil tradition dating back to Egyptian time. However, I do agree with the saggy pants is a disgusting matter, but let's not degrade our habits being overlooked by our inhuman affair amongst disease and plagues by your culture uncleanliness. That's true. That's true. I know now some European are holding their nose, like this person is their hygiene or something is not that, but they learned from Egyptian, from Africans. Okay, the Africans' hygiene back then, still now, okay, still now, were top notch. They learned that they have to the European learned from the Africans about showering. You could look at the French, okay? The French, what they do, they cover their stench with perfume, okay? Their stench used to be covered with perfume. You could look into that. But that's something I sort of know. But again, I could be 1000% wrong. Okay, that's my disclaimer right there. But I know what I said is true. Okay, I wish I could form a report, but that would require you to write a coherent response. In lieu of that, I'll just remind you that this is fairly virulent black culture cue on something that stretches back errands. Okay, it's transpired over the last 50 years with the rise of gangs. What else it's talking about? Which diplomacy evolves due to terroristic cult and gang association with white races. It was once a form of protection and self-governance. However, colonialism won't allow that to linger within the development of this country. But you can go now. Shit, he knows his stuff. He knows his stuff. Romel, he knows his stuff. Okay. What is it? The Black Panthers and all of that. From what I understanding is, I think I even read it in one of the tweets, is they disband. The American government disbanded the Black Panther because they thought of them as a threat, right? But what the Black Panthers was doing was taking care of their community. I think some of the thing about what is it? There was something I can't think of it that they started it and then it become the government took it as a form of things that I forgot what it was, which program it was. Could it be was it food stamp or well, I forgot what it was. But anyway, I don't want to say the wrong thing. But there was a couple of things Black Panther created, and then it's through that they become part of social service. Okay. All right, so they're going back and forth. Okay, 7 hours, they're going back and forth. Which diplomacy? Okay. Where did I throw this in? Where is it? You could go on now. Where did he say it? Okay, this one. All right. Why I admire your attempt to use big words. The effort is wasted. Nothing you say makes sense. Maybe the gangs during the foundation serve a noble purpose. Maybe the last 50 years they turn your communities into war zone. Sure, let's blame others for your failure. Okay. It's called English, something I speak primarily in a form of communication. No, it makes total sense. It's just your ignorance and lack of knowledge of the subject matter that not collecting your perspective which proves a racist mindset. You, sir, are muted. Mundane. Okay. Proof that the public school system has failed the minority community. Nice. Wow. Okay. Let's just say this. Based on what just happened recently on this thing, proof that public school system has failed the minority community. Okay, let's look at Harry, who said, okay, they never teach him anything about what's going on right now. Okay, that's the answer for this. He had the top-notch school. They didn't teach him anything about other cultures or nothing like that. Okay, so that's that. And you'll be surprised, even with all those, I know after, what is it, something against Board of Education, they dismantled the public school system. It was a systematic kind of thing where they start taking away stuff. I've talked about from past tweets where after school program, they no longer, I don't know about now, but they no longer have it. Workshop, teaching you how to drive, these kind of things were used to be done in the public school. Okay, now once they integrate blacks into the mix, they destroy the public school, and then all the whites start going into private school. Okay, their parents have the money to put them in private school and stuff like that. And public school, on the other hand, they start dismantling it, breaking it, right? So you'll be surprised the all length, okay, a lot of minorities go through to have their kids have an education. Okay, what was it? There was this particular woman. They jail her. Okay, they jail her because she uses which family member could have been her father's or her mother's home address to put her daughter into a good school. They jail the mother for that. Okay, and there's countless of other incidences where you see minorities go to the extreme to whatever it takes for their kids to have education. All right, so they could put roadblocks after roadblocks, destroy the the public school system and all of that. You'll be surprised. What was it? There was, I hope I found this. There was a group of minorities. It could have been jail people or something like that. I believe it was in 2015. I think some prison inmate had some sort of a debate with some Harvard debate team. So pretty much the prisoners pretty much crushed those Harvard elite team. So I hope I find it, then I'll show you guys. Well, not show you, but whatever article I came across, I'll show it to you. Harvard is top notch, okay? So these minorities went there and played with those top notch Harvard people. They crushed them, okay? So you'll be surprised, okay? This is why they put roadblocks after roadblocks, because once they get the full potential of minority, they can't compare, they can't compete, okay? Like the other day when I was doing the video about that F1 driver Lewis Hamilton, and someone in the comment section said what is it, tennis got Serena Williams, what is it, Tiger Woods for golf, what is it, Michael Jordan, and countless of blacks for basketball, and now they have the F1 for Lewis Hamilton, right, for the race car. And someone said what else did they say? Now, if only blacks, black people will embrace the cold, will dominate the white sports too. So this is, yeah. I'm glad this one says nice. He deserves a thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. So I could go on with countless of examples where this guy is completely. But anyway, so in my view, they were going good at it, back and forth, but Romel come out on top on this for me. Okay, this just threw this guys off the rail. Okay, but he was trying to hold on. But anyway, let me continue. Right from the onset, I feel like they just hate blacks out of envy. That's the whole thing. Envy, jealousy. They feel intimidated by black presence, especially the elegant skin color. Black people are intelligent and full of positivity. If only evil-mindedness and corruption isn't ruining our continent. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Okay, if white women were a standard of beauty, why would they be so threatened? Look at the emoji. He's thinking, why? There's 105 people like, okay, maybe after this thread, I'll go to the next one. Because their husband didn't think they were the standard of beauty. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is true. Oh my goodness. And still don't. Hence, why we have interracial relationship, partnership, and marriages. That's true. Okay, there's 3 likes here. Let me go into, okay, LOL, kind of true though, laughing my ass off. Where was this one? Let's see, it has 4 comments. Okay, also, why would white men go as far as creating a law suppressing black beauty if they really believe their women were the standard of beauty? Make it make sense. That's true. That is true. The energy that those people create on suppressing other people, can you imagine that energy that they have to do those negativity on others? They use that energy to do good in society. Do you know how far we would have been? Do you know how far we would have been? And this is the same thing we're seeing playing with the monarchy against Harry and Meghan. Even their fan base, okay? The other side's fan base. The amount of energy they're putting on hating on Harry and Meghan, that source of energy that they have to impose hate, if they use it in good and focus on their whoever they love or they like or they prefer to follow, do you know how far we would have been? So this is the thing, the energy level is shifting in the wrong way. And a couple times I said, each time we take 2 steps forward, but we always seem to find our way making 50 steps back. But and when we do take those steps back, it's a huge destruction. but we keep on calling back nature keeps on pushing us back. It's like that magnet. Nature has a magnet. It's pulling us and said, this is where I want you to go. But we always have something to interfere. There's a rubber that come in between to block the magnetism, that pulling human nature to the right direction, to block it. But each time, we fight that blockage or that rubber that preventing us to get close to the magnet, the other end of the magnet, we find our way. Okay, we jump that hurdle, and we still find our way toward that whatever nature God has for us to do. But yeah, human is very sinister. Yep. Okay, let me get at it. That was a good thread. That was this thread. I don't know, maybe I should put it by itself. If I find another one that's somewhat positive that I bookmark, I'll put it with it, but I think this will be by itself.